Well, and prior to that, and you spoke about this pretty candidly in all hip hop. You know, there was always the funniness between Baby and Little Baby, and how does that even? You know, I'm an outsider, so I'm looking in. And I'm like, how does this go on? Is money buy that much tolerance? Because it just seems to me like it would be such an awkward situation. Like, how could you just like? I don't know. It's confusing to me. Could you maybe shed a little light on what is that? What the hell's going on?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. What I will say is, like the first time I saw that shit, I didn't understand. All the way up until now, I still don't understand. But I will say this: them dudes have maintained from the beginning, from the first question about that whole situation, that they don't really care about how we think about it. They self father and son. Father can kiss his son if he wants to. Son can kiss his father if he wants to. Look, man, I don't agree with none of that. I don't kiss my own daddy in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and my thing was, every time they did it, like they would love to do it in front of me because I would fuck up, like, and they would laugh at me because they just really didn't care.
Are you
my
serious?
Thing was like, look, man, it's cool to joke and like antagonize me with the shit, but when we in front of other people, nobody's gonna understand that. I mean, shit, I don't understand it. It's like, I don't want to have to feel these types of questions, just like this question you're asking me right now.
Yeah.
It's like they put me in a position to where I have to answer this, and I told them a million times over and over again, look, man, say that shit for when people ain't around.
Yeah.
So it's just like the whole picture situation. How did that picture happen? Because they ain't do what I was told them to do a million times. Like, dude, this is not the place to be running it like that. I understand how y'all say y'all feel about it, but all of these chicks out here at this video shoot, these photographers, all of this press, they're not going to understand that. And you're going to find yourself and all of the rest of us having to explain and having to, kind of talk about another man's sexuality.
Yeah.
Which, that ain't part of my conversation.
I heard the hell out of that. Well, I didn't even want to ask you, but I had to. I'm sorry. It's just my journalistic.
No, I understand. You got to do your job.
But, I've always wondered. I always wanted to talk to someone on the inside, like, what the hell how does that happen? Yeah. But anyway, enough about the madness. You have been featured on a lot of rappers' albums, like a lot from the South to the West, from all over the place. But rap nowadays, it seems to be in an ever transitional period. Some would say that rap is at its worst state ever. You've been around forever. You've been around through the best of the rap times, the mid late '90s to now, where some would say it's bad. What do you think about rap nowadays, and where do you see it going?
I agree. I think it's at its worst stage yet. I don't think people really, hip hop fans don't give a damn about the art of MCing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this culture was born on the corners. You know what I'm saying? When this thing first started, this was a means of battle. You know what I'm saying? It's just like break dancing. It's just like the whole culture. It was a means of competition, battle. I'm better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to prove it. These days, it's just about whatever gimmick can get the kids on the internet going crazy. And my issue with that is, that's more for pop. That's more for crossover music and stuff like that. That's not us. Like, we've taken this art form that, the cats that came before us created. And we kind of just breaked it and pimped it out to what it is today. And today, it takes nothing to call yourself a rapper. I mean, everybody's a rapper. Like, who's a fan? You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You feel me? And it's like, it don't take nothing to do it. It's like you got cats that are straight up lyricists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, why isn't Nas outselling Lowrider? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't, Jigga does his numbers, but Jigga does his numbers because of a lot of other things. Does he do his numbers strictly because he's the hottest rapper on the planet? No. It's because he dates Beyonce, there's a bunch of other stuff involved.
Exactly.
So, it's kind of like, and then I think with Wayne, and it's just because I know the full story. I know the cat is really hot to death, talented, and gifted as an MC. I think he's kind of found a way to mesh the two together where you can get the respect from your peers and also have the little kids going crazy on the internet. But to change this whole situation back to talent first, it's just going to take that kind of artist to come around and galvanize this thing and make people think that the Soulja Boys and the this and that. And I mean, I'm not trying to shit on the nigga or nothing, because that sub-genre of rap, it's going to take somebody to come in and really just completely take a shit on it for everybody to start feeling like that's whack again. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
I don't know who that person is. I don't know if they exist already as far as the scope of the game goes, but I think that's what it's going to take to spin this thing around.
Well, being that the game here is what it is and you're enjoying a lot of international success, do you want to come back to the States and have success here? Does it matter?
I still got a lot of fans in the U.S., man. And because of them, yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's a thing, about home as opposed to somewhere else, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go where the people like my music. I think, that's where I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what language they speak or what they look like or where they live or any of that. I'm just all about the supply and that demand. They like my music, then I want to give it to them. Yeah. And for the people who don't, I want to stay as far away from them as possible. You know what I'm saying?
I heard that.
That's kind of where it is. I think I'm in a unique situation that I have a self-serving fan base already who's been around with me for the longest. And when I do my forecast for my independent record sales, there's enough of them if I never gain another fan for me to make a good living for the rest of my career.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm kind of at the point where if it happens at home, then fine. I'll be happy with it, and it's a blessing. If it doesn't, I just want to serve my fans, man. As long as I can serve my fans, God has allowed me to gain a lot of them over the years, and they spread out all over the place. I just got to figure out a way to touch them all. And if I can do that, then it don't matter. It don't matter if I pop off in the States or in Germany or Japan or Australia, anywhere else. As long as my fans are served.
I heard that. Well, my last question, since you have a unique experience, what's the 3 biggest lessons that you've learned about this business by being in the business?
The 3 biggest lessons. Number 1, ownership is everything. Ownership creates residual income, and residual income can, pull you out of the dark ages when you least expect it. So that's number 1. Own everything you possibly can own. Number 2, I would have to say maintain and manage your relationships. Burning a bridge can be more detrimental than you think at the time when you're burning it. That person that you should know, you just may need down the line. So I would definitely keep your relationships tight, and make sure that you maintain them. Third, I would say a personal relationship with your fan base is priceless.
I heard that.
Especially in 2009, because this is the beginning of the end for the middleman, I feel.
Yes.
And, artists are not gonna be able to depend on multi-million-dollar corporations to find them fans. You know what I'm saying? They can depend on them to be a bridge to their fans, but to actually create a fan base, it comes from you. So you have to do it these days. So all of the answering the emails, the MySpace pages, the interaction, I do a show, I don't go home after the show.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going backstage. It's guaranteed. It's a portion of people that bought tickets to the show who also have access to come back and hang with me. And while we hanging, we exchanging email addresses. I'm trying to see what they into, what their friends are into, what other kind of music they listen to, what websites they're on. So look, help me promote, TQ over there. And what I'll do for you is, when I get some unreleased material, and I got your information, I'll